Now, welcome to AbSo.Co episode 2. I am your host, Joe Dubs.
And I'm Dan Merrick.
And we have a lot to talk about since we haven't been, what has it been, like 2 weeks?
It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so like we said, it's going to be a bi-weekly show, and we'll have a shit ton to talk about.
And for more info, you can find us on YouTube and Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and probably pretty soon Tumblr and probably pretty soon Reddit. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
It's astonishing what the internet is.
But people are probably saying, well, this is episode 2, we haven't seen episode 1. Now, if you want to see episode 1, we do have it on our website. It's on AbSo.Co. It's not AbSo.com. We are a company. So it's AbSo.Co.
And it just sounds better, doesn't it?
And it's sweet.
AbSo.Co.
And it's sweet and short, and you'll love it. What have you been up to?
Oh, what have I been up to? I have been working my day job, killing people for money. I don't mean that. That's not.
No, he totally means it. I mean, look at the hat he's wearing. Looks criminal
Look
enough.
at my hair. My hair looks criminal.
Now, what have I been doing? I've been setting up this little graphics for you guys, trying to get episode 2 to be a little more professional and more
Dynamic.
Well, that was a good word for it.
Yeah.
And nice and,
I'm a man of words.
nice of ooh and ah while they come here for our episode 2.
You tell us. Is it ooh and ah? Because we really like your input.
If you don't like it, you could follow us on
If you don't like
Facebook.
it.
Well, I want to know if they hate it. If you don't like it, or if you love it, please tell us on our Facebook, our Twitter, which I do have on our little
thing.
Might be over there. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Is it there?
What?
No, I'm doing the follow us area right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right there.
Let's see
Facebook.
There. Yeah, that.
Instagram, Twitter, and AbSo.Co.
And there's the AbSo show.
Yeah.
More like boo and nah. Oh, Steve.
Stove and Palmolive.
But other things I've been waiting for is the new systems that are coming out. We have PlayStation 4.
Which we're picking up tonight.
Yep. It will be at a midnight that will possibly get some people's input if they love to be on camera.
Yeah, and so we'll be testing out the PlayStation 4, and we'll probably have a video up tomorrow on YouTube, and we'll probably throw it up on the site, and yada 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 everywhere else, but we'll have PS4 stuff to show you before you maybe buy a PS4 to know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Who knows?
And then we'll have a little debate on which system is actually better, because we will have both systems to play around with. I know some of my friends want to test it out, so I'll have them test out both of my systems.
Steve has multiple systems.
Yes. And let's jump ahead into movies. I mean, we did want to skip the one right there, right?
Yeah.
So let's go into X-Men.
Well, we're gonna have a review for you pretty shortly, and if you go to our site, our friend at Jimmy130, my friend Jim, has posted some cool Thor stuff on the main page, and we'll have an in-depth review for you coming soon. But we're also going to talk about the things that broke the ice recently, which was the premiere of the trailers for Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and respectively X-Men Days of Futures Past, which both look pretty awesome. Awesome! I am psyched for those movies. I was psyched for Thor, and Thor has been a promise well kept. So Captain America looks amazing. I think
it seems like we're getting our waves of Marvel movies before Avengers 2 Age of Ultron comes out.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure by the time Captain America comes out, there's going to... before the time Captain America comes out, I'm guessing somewhere along the lines of January, February, we'll see an Amazing Spider-Man trailer, like a full.
I can't wait to
trailer.
see Jamie Foxx as was it Electro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the X-Men trailer first, because Captain America kind of ties into probably S.H.I.E.L.D., and we'll be talking about S.H.I.E.L.D. for a little while, because so, X-Men Days of Futures Past, you've seen the trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
it was really quick, and I'm not a big person of like X-Men characters, but you were talking to our other friend Dan.
Yes.
There's also, and you were just like shooting the shit with him, and saying, "Oh, you saw this character in the trailer," and me as personally, I'm not a big X-Men fan, so I'm just like,
yeah.
But I'm excited because you have the first class cast going to be in there, and you're going to have the old cast from the X-Men.
And you're going to have
X-Men.
some new people, too.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big thing, is that a lot of the new people that we've seen in the trailer are probably just going to be cameos, but I imagine it's a setup for the X-Force movie that keeps getting buzzed about. There's also the announcement that there's going to be a sequel to Wolverine, which was actually one of my favorite movies this summer. I mean, the X-Men films aren't perfect. They don't align with the continuity of the comics most of the time at all. But X-Men 1 and 2 are probably two of my favorite films. And X-Men Days of Futures Past looks like it's about to... X-Men Days of Futures Past looks like it's going to deviate very much from what the comic book was, but it also looks like it's going to tie together a bunch of things that people may complain about continuity with the films. So far, we get the plot is that Wolverine, from this past summer's The Wolverine, goes back in time to... His mind goes back in time into his body that we saw in X-Men First Class when Charles Xavier and Magneto come... Spoiler alert, when Charles Xavier and Magneto come up to him in a bar and they're like, "Oh, hey, we want to tell you about the..." And he's like, "Fuck off." So...
Well, Wolverine's always been that type of character, be like, well, fuck off, either side.
Yeah. So, I think it's going to be really awesome to see the dynamic shift when you see Professor Xavier is in this kind of wild, feral, irresponsible phase. Because apparently the big dynamic shift is that Logan is supposed to be the Professor X in this film, and Professor X is supposed to be the rebel, off and off badass, and I love that.
And when did they say X-Men Future Past is coming out?
It comes out in May.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So this whole year is gonna be like action packed, full of fucking superheroes.
It comes out the week before my birthday. Hint, hint, hint.
And when we get into TV, when we talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I have the Netflix announcement, what they're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah. A lot of big things happened.
But the Captain America trailer...
Yeah, Captain America has been... I really enjoyed Captain America: The First Avenger. A lot of people have called it one of the weakest films.
I call it the weakest film.
In Marvel's Phase 1.
It was a snooze fest, in my opinion.
I liked it because I have a thing for classic war movies like The Longest Day and Tora. And it reminded me a lot of a film like that, mixed in with comic book superheroics and supervillains and strange alien technology. And the Germans. We love the Germans. Not the old Germans. Not the... I'm not gonna...
And
okay.
There's been rumors that Alison Brie from Community is going to be in the new Captain America film.
There's been rumors that are quickly denied, which is... It's funny how fast they're denied. So it might be that she's not in it, and that it's a red herring, but I believe that she might be playing the part of the Red Skull's daughter.
But we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and what's happening. So enjoy the picture of at Simmons on the scene, and enjoy the music.
Do 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 do. We'll stop and reset it for 2 minutes.
Was it?
We'll come back at 43.
Mm-hmm.
Is the mic still hot?
We know we're still on, by the way.
Who is in our chat room right now?
There's 4 other people. Or 3 other people with Steve.
No, not everybody has accounts.
Well, we should encourage people.
Oh yeah, anybody who's listening right now or watching, if you go up to the top left-hand corner of the site, on our little status bar, there's something that says "Join us." Please join us. Join us. Sign up for an account. It's quick and easy.
Well, if you want to join us quickly, go to the right and down where it says login. That's where you get to... The join us part is when they want to have their content.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't build this damn thing.
I didn't build this fucking thing.
This song can drive a good man to go bad.
Mountain Dew and Doritos will be auctioning
Fuck
off
you.
Xbox One entertainment systems every
Don't care. I already got my...
Let's after the ad. No, there's no way to safely tell with the delay. And we're back. That was a long break. That was a terribly long break.
But we're back. That's all we need to know. That's all they
And
need to know.
did anybody sign up for an AbSo account while we were gone? If not, you can do it anytime you like.
Anytime. Anytime you want.
Okay, so let's talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In the past 2 weeks, there's been 2 really awesome episodes.
Back-to-back episodes that are just like...
Yeah, it's because the show is actually building to be quite something special, and I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to it the way that they should. I think it lost a lot of fans at the beginning because it had a little bit of a rough start.
I was
That was
reading...
very obvious, but I liked it.
I was reading the comments and they're like, oh, it's a slow story. Oh, this team is not meshing and stuff. And what people got to know about TV shows is that it's character building. Just looking at Lost. How long did we have to know each fucking character story throughout all seasons?
Well, it's just like, if you didn't find out little details about these characters by the time you got to last week's episode, Fitz, you wouldn't have really cared much.
Well, we all thought that Simmons and Fitz were kind of like throwaway characters that we could kill off any time.
Yeah.
And then the 2 episodes just happen, you're just like, oh my god, this one's gonna die. Oh my god, this one's gonna die. They're finally gonna get rid of them. And all of a sudden they start becoming important characters.
Yeah, by putting them in mortal danger. And treating them at the beginning like they're disposable, you start to care more and more about them. And that's a great little trick. But like I said, it had a rocky start, so I don't think there's a lot of people following it the way they should.
Did they say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to get a second season?
I don't think they've announced the second season yet. I know they announced the full season. I think it's going to get a second season because I think this is a show that is too big to fail.
I mean, they have a lot of money. I think they could push out another...
Yeah, if nothing else, they'll probably reformat it. Switch up the cast a little bit. Maybe.
It would be a shame if they canceled the show. I would be pissed if they did.
I think everybody's biggest problem with it is that it's not the Avengers, the TV show. Is that it's not a superhero.
They want to see Iron Man, they want to see Captain America, but we always, in those films, wondered what S.H.I.E.L.D. was all about, especially when Agent Coulson came up to Tony